The Basket, a short story written by Ford Gurr 5553. Once upon a time, there was a basket. Now, this wasn't any ordinary basket, for this basket had strange and wonderful abilities. Nothing inside this basket could be harmed or hurt in any way. Many could make use of such a relic. However, it wasn't a very large basket, with few things that could fit inside. Most eventually found the use of such a tool not worth the effort of protecting. That, of course, with one exception across the land: mothers. For all items could be replaced, and few material things could be damaged beyond use. But small humans were of priceless value, and fragile things they proved to be. As such, there was the prize all mothers dreamed to have. If they could have it, they could keep their child safe and enjoy the bliss of knowing that not one hair of their precious head would be harmed. In time, the queen, pregnant with child, learned of the mystical relic and ordered that it be brought to her. This was for the betterment of the kingdom, and who more deserving of protection than the noble leaders of this prosperous land? So, the military forces were sent out, and they found the item. Though it was not given willingly, it was taken and brought to the queen with relatively few casualties of the noble house. Some may have died, but think of those who will be saved by my son's rule, the queen told herself at night as she tried to sleep. The small kicks from her fetus affirm her of the need for sure measures. Before long, the child was indeed born. Celebration across the land was mandated. Kites flew, banners flapped, and meats were roasted. For a son was born unto a kingdom that he would bring prosperity anew. On his first naming day, the boy, safely in his basket, was toured through the boulevard of the city. Still small, he was celebrated by many, but not loved by all, for the basket he was carried in was a reminder of the queen's firm hand. Some even had paid the ultimate price at that hand's violent grip. It was for this reason that the arrow flew that day. A brethren husband who lost wife and child, robbed of all purpose in life but the sour remnants of retribution. The arrow flew true, the guards caught unaware, the nobles screaming. The child, unharmed and undisturbed, playing with his new metal-tipped wood toy laying in his basket. The queen, apoplectic and horrified that anyone would attempt to harm her boy, took to employ the life-saving relic at almost all times, even feeding and having him bathe inside it. The child, still shockingly small, seemed to enjoy the warmth of the woven nest. For once, inside he never cried, or seemed wanton for anything at all. This further reinforced the queen's determination to make use of the universe's gift to her. It wasn't until his fourth named day that the concerned advisors to the royal house finally mustered up the courage to express their concerns to the queen publicly. For though years have passed now, the infant was seemingly as small as his first naming day. The queen was undeterred by such questions. He was just delayed. But the important thing is he is safe. He'll have plenty of time to grow. As the years passed, it was undeniable and obvious to all that the child's growth was beyond hampered. It was halted completely. If the queen had ever asked for her advisor's opinion, she would have been told that to grow was to change. To change was to replace and start fresh. To be remade meant to destroy and to create in tandem. You cannot change if you cannot erase, and you cannot grow if you cannot hurt. Change is rarely easy, and pain is agreeably even less. But all too often, these things make us better people. However, the queen did not ask and never learn of these conspicuous secrets. Many years later, she leaned her head down onto the wickered pillow, her only crown that had a stark white hair. With a final shuddering breath, eyes open and unseeing, one of her liver-spotted fists held a tiny hand that did not fuss or fidget.